Zidane, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's lab. It is good to be back in the studio, and yes, that vacation felt a lot longer than it actually was, but it was honestly so worth it, and I'm so glad that I got to go on it. And I will be going on another vacation later in the summer, in July, but that one's going to be a little bit less chaotic, hopefully, because I'm going back to my hometown for a bit. So, yeah, hopefully it's not as chaotic as this one was, which was basically a lot of just, what should we do? And going all over the place just to explore. But anyways, guys. Welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. Today, we are going to be talking about Optigami, which came out on Sunday, I believe, which unfortunately I was really behind on watching it. Well, not super behind on watching it because I did watch it on Monday. Or, no, I watched it on Tuesday. So yeah, I guess I was really behind on watching it. But I watched it on Tuesday. And now I'm recording this video on Wednesday to hopefully be out on Thursday, along with my other video, which was the chapter review of the frickin' My Hero Academia stuff. Don't worry, there's not going to be an episode review of that, of My Hero, because I just wanted to skip that one. But it will be discussed in the one afterwards. But moving on, let's actually talk about this honestly amazing episode of Optigami. So this episode was honestly really interesting. I mean, obviously in the past, a lot of these episodes have been really interesting, but I don't think that we've ever had an episode that was quite like this. And it really does feel like a big episode. And a lot of these episodes have been feeling way bigger than they probably should. And it's a blatant example of why you should watch these episodes in chronological order. Because already from what we've seen of the past few episodes that have been before this, a lot of those episodes felt really important for basically knowing what happened in the previous episodes. Obviously, there are a lot of different separate sections, but a lot of these episodes still feel very connected, which is kind of interesting to say the least. Just the way that they're actually handling it. Such as Soul Crusher and Queen Banana, honestly amazing episodes that those will be getting full-length reviews later, not exactly certain when, but I am working on those. Same goes for Mr. Pigeon 72, because oh my gosh, that episode was amazing. All of these episodes are honestly just like, how do we put these into words? And as far as I'm aware, the only episode that we have currently named moving forward is Gabriel Agreste, with a few episodes coming afterwards, but we don't know much else besides that. And I'm hoping that everything that is coming down the line takes place at least before what we just saw with Optigami, because oh my gosh, that episode feels like such a good transition from one half of the season to another. And I'm serious about that. I think that a lot of the episodes that are in between what we've seen right now are going to be a lot more build-up to Optigami. Such as maybe showing off a little bit more of the others actually still getting being used to be members of the team, but honestly, there's not enough information out there to talk about them, so I can't really talk about them, unfortunately. Oh, it's annoying, to say the least. But luckily, these episodes have been really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to actually rewatching this season in English from beginning to end, and honestly probably crying a bit because, oh my gosh. I haven't even really talked about Optigami yet. So, the episode starts off by revealing that basically as soon as they finished up with the stuff that happened at the end of Miracle Queen, as soon as that happened, Natalie decided to create one more amok. Her last amok before before it was fixed or whatever. Or maybe it was after it got fixed. Who knows exactly, because we don't know exactly. But she made one last one last amok before anyone else would actually become powerful or anything. Basically, an amok set a monster to go around and watch every single person on the team, trying to figure out who exactly is Ladybug and who exactly is Cat Noir, following them around to make sure that they can capture them. And unfortunately, all they were able to do was follow them to see the lives of the other students. Basically, the students who have been really involved in the past and have gained their Miraculouses. Finding out that basically all of them are high school students, and pretty average high school students at that, which is kind of interesting. We get to see a little bit of their lives moving forward. It's time to actually enact the plan for this episode, which of course is Hawkmoth causing mayhem to try and get one person to be akumatized, and then or one person to basically become his ally, to then take Optigami to Ladybug's home, to the Miraculous box, and to cause complete mayhem, which is absolutely insane, and I'm so excited to see. I was so excited to see if that actually worked, and thankfully it did not. We'll talk about that in a bit. But chaos ensues. They go off. They do all this shit. They go to everyone goes to a nice place. Everyone who has been a hero in the past, except for those who Hawkmoth doesn't know. Cough, cough. Freaking Rose and Zoe is there, but for other reasons. But everyone is there who he knows from Miracle Queen, and basically his whole goal is to make sure that all of them get destroyed, or as basically some way that he can insert a good way to actually get one of these Miraculouses, or get Optigami on one of these Miraculouses, which, honestly, it was amazing seeing how Alia is kind of in this weird situation where she has to help out Ladybug, but she can't because reasons. But on top of the fact that frickin' Marinette and Adrian somehow end up going to the exact same location to try and transform, and then get trapped in there to basically be stuck for quite a few minutes. It's insane. Basically, the two of them sit in there because they can't do anything. They are locked in there with no way out. Marinette starts texting Alia to, as well as frickin' as well as calling the Kwamis to basically say, hey, we need your help. We need to get the fox out. We need to get all this stuff taken care of, but we can't. It's just, it's awesome. I loved it. It was honestly amazing. And the three of them complete this honestly interesting plan. The two of them, Alia, Marinette, and then a little bit of the Kwamis, enact this honestly amazing plan. First, sending off Kalki off to pick up Alia, who then goes back to pick up Trix. Then they go back to. They also grab two more. She also grabs two other Miraculouses: the turtle and the bee. The bee for Marinette, and the turtle for Nino, who should not be getting it, but that's beside the point. And yeah, they cause a whole bunch of mayhem. And on top of that, Nino gets frickin' destroyed by Style Queen. And with that, Hawkmoth decides to play a little trick and causes a Centimonster to basically take the place of Nino and cause just more and more mayhem. It was honestly amazing. Basically, in this episode, he takes on the role of Carapace for a bit to basically say, I'm going to cause complete mayhem, but I'm also going to actually help Ladybug win, so that when the Miraculous go back to her house, he can see it and just mess everything up. And it's amazing. I love it. Oh. But yeah, Ladybug and everyone, they work together, they cause all this stuff, they do everything perfectly, they fight the good fights, everything is A-okay, and yeah, pretty much it was a pretty straightforward battle. But afterwards, when, thanks to a little bit earlier in the episode where we see that Alia and Nino have a different cool little way to high five right now, Marinette notices that they're not doing that suddenly, as she's about to take their two Miraculouses. And after taking the Miraculous, she runs down, has Adrien destroy the Miraculous to get Optigami out, restores everything back to the way it was, and everyone's happy. Hawkmoth destroys both Centimonsters, and the day is saved once again. And honestly, it was absolutely amazing to actually get to see this whole episode play out. And honestly, it was so much fun. I wish that we could see more from what we've just seen, because it was honestly so much fun to see Marinette working with everyone to cause, honestly, some amazing chaos, to cause just one of the best episodes to happen. And on top of that, when they feel like they are in danger, Marinette and Adrien, they turn to each other, and the way it's looking, there is no other option. They have to reveal their identities at this point. They both turn simultaneously, saying, there's something I need to tell you. But luckily, Hawkmoth is just an idiot, I guess. Or I guess Mayura, Natalie is, and tells them that, oh, you don't need to watch them, they're fine. And the two bad guys decide, oh, no, they could be separate. We don't need to worry about them. And they don't transform in front of each other because they freaking are smart. And it was awesome. It's honestly amazing. Just everything that happens throughout the episode. I'm so excited to see exactly how things play out moving forward. And yeah, I'm excited, to say the least, to see exactly what happens moving forward with all of these characters. But on top of that, at the end of the episode, Alia is upset about messing some things up, because she does throughout the episode, especially calling on Carapace when Marinette said not to, didn't say to, and basically, because of that, she is upset because she screwed up. And Marinette has to console her, explaining that she messed up so many times, and you just have to learn from your mistakes. There's not much else that you can do, which is honestly such a great thing for a friend to do. But at the end of the episode, as she's saying this, she's realizing that, you know what, maybe it is time that we have someone else who's able to help us out every now and again, to be able to just jump in when times need her. And gives Alia back the fox Miraculous full time. Finally, someone else besides Marinette and Adrian have a Miraculous full time, and I'm honestly so excited. And I kind of wish that Furious Fu happened after it, or something will happen with the Guardian, and he's like, "You gave someone else a Miraculous full time?" And cause just complete mayhem moving forward. But honestly, I don't really think that really matters that much. But at the same time, I am so excited to see exactly how all this chaos turns out moving forward. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video and are looking forward to seeing more Miraculous content from me. And yes, I will be doing full reviews of each of the episodes coming very soon. So definitely look forward to seeing all of those. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. And of course, if you guys do have any thoughts or theories, please leave them down in the comments below. If you aren't going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comments so we can talk about it in a future video. And of course, if you guys do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, as our other channels, and ways that you can support us financially, including the merch store, the book, and of course our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!